SPIN Midtown is a ping pong social club. It started in the Flatiron District, but now there's a location on Broadway just a little bit north of the Times Square area. So I want to show you some of what's on the menu right here. There are square Detroit style pizzas. This is called the Hot Rod. It's got red sauce, peppers, and then it also has red pepper in it, and then the oregano comes in this little bottle. And then we have another pizza, which is the shrimp Alfredo. It's got arugula on it, melted cheese, and then shrimp. Now, some of the appetizers get pretty creative, like this short rib nachos plate right here. And then another one right here, which are the fish and chips tacos, which comes with a couple different sauces. Okay, first, I'm trying the shrimp Alfredo pizza. So if you look at the crust, it's very firm. It says something on the menu about 3-day. I can taste the garlic in the Alfredo. You hear when I bite into it, it has that crunch on the bottom. Now the fish and chips tacos, these tortillas are made here. They're really firm. You can almost like hear me hitting it. This is a tomato salsa, and then here, these limes, they have like spices in them on the edge. And I'm gonna try this one next. So if I could describe these fish and chips tacos in one word, it's crunchy. So it's not always the same fish. Today it's mahi-mahi, and it looks like at the bottom you have potato sticks. The curry duck spring rolls are fried. You have a carrot sauce, and then you also have a spicy duck sauce. Usually not into spicy stuff, but I think I'm gonna try the duck sauce first. So these are fried. The vegetables are in there, and I'm told that there's coconut mixed in there as well. Okay, the sauce is not that spicy. Either that or I'm getting to learn to handle it a little bit better. You can definitely see the duck meat in here. I pretty much order any appetizer with duck in it, but these have that nice crisp like they were just finished. Now the short rib nachos have a mix of yellow, cheddar, and jack cheeses. And you could just take a look at the whole dish. There's a really generous portion of short rib meat on there. All right, so this Detroit style pizza feels more like deep dish Chicago, but square. If you take a look there, it's kind of like ground beef, mushroom, cheese, of course the sauce, and it has like that crunch on the bottom. So I wanna definitely see what this one tastes like. There's brown guajillo pepper in the sauce. There's onion in the crust. It's very chewy until you get to the bottom where it has that crisp from being baked, I'm assuming, in the same pan that Detroit style pizza is usually baked in. There's a non-alcoholic section on the menu, and I'm having the Pandemonium, which has carrot juice, turmeric, pineapple. It has a 0 proof rum, and I'm gonna see what this one's like. Well, I don't know, the flavors kind of mix. So it's not overly sweet. I would say the pineapple, I'm definitely tasting hints of pineapple right away. And then it's like the turmeric also stands out too. It's a strong flavor. Now this is a 0 proof gin and tonic with non-alcoholic gin / 0 proof gin, which I don't think I've tried before. Okay, I definitely noticed the tonic water. I haven't had gin in such a long time that I can't really compare it to real gin since it's been a decade or so. But I definitely taste the tonic water. And this is the gin that's used in it. It's 0 proof Monday is the name of the brand. And I'm just kind of curious, like, does anybody drink this straight or do you only mix it in drinks?
We've given out shots.
People have shots of 0 proof gin. So ping pong tables at SPIN Midtown can be rented by the hour. You could get them as low as $29 per hour. On busier nights, you pay up to $59, but you only pay for the table. This is the margarita pizza, the one thing I definitely wanted to try when I came here. Not quite what I was expecting because there's a burrata on top, there's a burrata ball on top, and then there's pesto kind of poured over it, and then you're supposed to cut that and let it just flow all over the pizza. So if you fold it up, you'll see the crust is pretty firm. So Chad Bowser was nice enough to come by and talk to me. He is the corporate chef, I believe. You oversee the SPIN locations.
Yep.
Okay.
All 8 of them, yeah.
Okay, so we got 2 in Manhattan, the Flatiron, and now this one in Midtown. And I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. First of all, how important is pizza to your menu?
Pizza's important. It's one of our #1 sellers. Yeah, so very, very important.
Okay, so I tried the margarita. You got the burrata on top, and I noticed it's got like, the crust is similar to a New York slice, but the cheese is so much better than what you would get at a slice joint.
So one thing I'm huge on is good ingredients.
Okay.
So our mozzarellas come from 2 different places. One is a family-owned, handmade mozzarella place that's local called Louisi Cheese. And then our shredded mozzarella comes from a co-op farm in Wisconsin.
When I tried your Detroit-style pizza, you said the mushrooms came from Queens, and there was a connection with restaurant compost. Do I have that right?
Correct. They figured out a way to take restaurant compost, grow mushrooms, and then sell them back to the restaurant. So it's like a, it's like a circle, and they're the freshest mushrooms I've ever tasted. And they're picked the day you order them, and their Afterlife is their name.
Okay, yeah, no, that's really interesting. If you're coming here for the first time, is this menu going to be the same for a little while, or do you rotate stuff in and out?
So we usually change the menu twice a year for fall and for spring.
Okay.
So a core of it, probably about 50% will stay the same, of the #1 sellers that we can't really get rid of, and then the rest we change seasonally.
Okay, so for first-time visitors, what are those ones that you'll never get rid of?
The big sellers are always wings, French fries, margarita pizza.
Now it's time for dessert. I got the churros cheesecake. So take a look here. You got the star anise. You got the cheesecake itself. This is a spicy chocolate sauce, star anise. And here's a little cinnamon. Okay, take a closer look. The top is caramelized with sugar. Again, either I'm getting more tolerant of spice or this isn't that spicy because the chocolate sauce went really well with it. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. I got more trips coming up soon. I got Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm working on my first St. Louis trip in 3 years. I'm also planning to head to Taos, New Mexico and Savannah, Georgia. And I look forward to sharing more videos with you soon.